I was there yesterday with my little son and watched. It was 2-0 Stanford at halftime, and then a goal by Simone Jackson. I don't know where she came from, but she got it started 2-1, and a nice little touch to Croix Bethune. She buries it to tie it at 2. It can go to overtime, and Croix wins it right there. Jordan Moore, Sean Cody, and Croix Bethune joins us now. She's got 13 goals and 7 assists in 17 matches. What's that feeling like, Croix? You round the keeper. You're just staring at an empty goal in overtime, golden goal situation. What's that feeling like in that moment for you?
Man, I was so excited in that moment just to know that I'm past the keeper with a wide open net, winning the game for our team. It was just a great moment.
You buried it too. You know, you could have just sort of passed it in the net. You let it rip.
Yeah, that was just all the energy. Like, yes, we did this. Like, we won.
Croix, what's that like to come back in a game like that? Obviously, you go down 2-0 early, and you guys have to fight back, get the momentum back in that game. What was that halftime speech about Kidani? How'd you guys get it rolling in the second half?
The moment's very exciting, but knowing that we're down 2-0 at halftime, not putting our heads down, just understanding that we can push through this. We know we're going to win. We're Trojans. We fight on. Just sticking to the script, sticking to our plan, and pushing through, having that grit and dedication to come out with the W.
How did we get you to come here?
Oh, man. Amazing place, amazing city, great school. It was my home.
Those are my reasons I came here too, Jordan.
Is it?
Yeah. Every kid dreams about hitting a winner in any sport. You know, you think about baseball, you think about hitting the game winner in basketball. Here you go, you did it. I mean, I dreamed about it my whole life. I never got an opportunity to do it. What's it like to fulfill that maybe childhood dream of hitting a winner when the game's on the line?
It's just dreams and goals that you set for yourself that you could finally accomplish. It's just big time. Your heart drops, and in the moment, you're like, wow, I really did this. Just go celebrate with my team.
All right, so I'm a big soccer guy. Let me ask you, why do you wear the number 7? I mean, I have a guess, but I'm curious to see, if maybe I'm way off.
Man, when I was super little, I wore 1, and then as I moved to England, I went to the number 7, and it just stuck with me. I really liked it.
Okay, because, we've been calling you CB7. There's a CR7, and I just watched the way you play. I have no idea if you're a Cristiano Ronaldo fan or not, but there is a sort of fluidity and a fun. I mean, you're why people like the sport, because just the way you play, you like to dance with the ball. There's a real style to it, and he has such style to his game. Have you just always played like that? Did you pick it up along the way? Where does that come from that you just sort of have some flair?
Thank you. I would just say it's the cheekiness and the personality that I have that I like to put on towards the field. Cristiano Ronaldo, he is one of the GOATs of soccer, and I just say it's natural, I guess.
How was the season played out for you guys this year? Obviously, some losses early, and then you have those draws, and then you guys are finishing strong here. How has this whole season come along for specific team for this year?
We are a young team. From the beginning, we didn't start off so hot, but we knew we're just getting comfortable with each other, understanding each other more, and connecting. And as the games went on, we just started to click and show our talent. This team is really deep, and we have the talent to prove that we are one of the best teams out there.
I heard today that you have a basketball background. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
You're a point guard?
Yes.
What made you choose soccer in the end?
Man, I love basketball, but I love soccer. It just sticks with my heart more than basketball does, and it's different to be able to do stuff with your feet,
Yeah, it's certainly different. Yeah, I was never capable of doing it.
No.
I'm wondering, a lot of some of the basketball guys, we've heard the story the other way, right? Like Steve Nash, was a soccer player, and he sort of took that mentality to the basketball court. How do you take that sort of point guard mentality when you're out there on a soccer pitch?
I see the connections that basketball has with soccer. So the IQ, seeing the gaps, the spaces, even the footwork, it comes down to little details that play with each other.
I need to know about the celebration last night. Obviously, you guys win a big one last night. Some more work on the end, but Halloween, big win. What was the celebration last night for the girls?
It was a great team win. We're just so proud of each other, knowing that we're coming down to the end, still number 1 in Pac-12, and knowing that we have one more game to finish it off. Man, it was a great moment for all of us.
I thought you were going to ask about goal celebrations, because you like to hit them with a dance. Is it the same dance every time? How do you decide which dance you're going to go to on the goal celebration?
It just kind of pops up in my head. Sometimes my teammates and friends are like, oh, you should do this, or just pulling each other in, doing the Macarena next time maybe,
And I was more worried about the costume last night. I wanted to know about the Halloween costume last night. Did you hit him with it? What'd you hit him with last night?
Sadly, I was asleep in my bed.
Oh, that's an athlete
sounds like a
right
raging
there.
celebration.
That's an athlete right there. Well, it's for all the marbles this Friday. I mean,
sir.
it doesn't get a whole lot bigger than that. This program has never won an outright conference title, which is crazy because they've won 2 national championships. And to do it, you got to beat UCLA or tie, but we play for the win around here. Beat UCLA on Friday night in their place, late night game, 8 p.m. What's the matchup look like? How are you feeling going in?
I feel great. I'm excited for this team. It'll be a great matchup, big time game. We just taking it day by day, sticking to the plan, and make sure that we prepare perfect for this match.
What are your aspirations? When this thing's all done here in college, you would play professionally. What are some of your goals and aspirations as a soccer player?
Well, short term, winning Pac-12, winning a ring. I came here to win a ring. Long term, I'd love to go pro. I'd love to get back in the national team and get on the national team squad. And if the journey takes me to go pro, that's my goal.
And we had Penelope hopping on a few weeks ago since she's got stuck in concussion protocol, which you never know when a person's going to get out of that. How have you had to change your role when she plays or when she doesn't play, as we sort of wait and see if she's going to play on Friday night?
Penelope's a great player, and she's a leader. She's one of the captains on our team. Breaking records, we see, goal scorer. So just stepping into that role and taking over while she's out until she comes back, and just having someone step up and handle business.
So have you moved up physically on the field with her out?
Yes, I have.
Obviously, we asked about your goals and aspiration on the field. Off the field, what's your major? What do you want to do academically?
I'm majoring in health and human sciences right now. I'm looking into psychology or also possibly working with connections towards the CDC. So minor entrepreneurship.
Nice. And you're like the most interesting person in the world. You got a great story. How long did you live in England? I
lived in England for about 3.5 to 4 years.
So give me the birth to Los Angeles. Did you live in multiple different places?
So I lived I'm from Atlanta, of course.
Right.
We moved to England 4 years, and then we moved back. I'm kind of used to being out in LA for camps, but it's beautiful out here. The weather, it just really can't get better than this.
I barely left San Gabriel Valley. I need to expand my horizons a little bit.
Definitely the weather here is definitely better than England. That much is for sure. All right, that is Croix Bethune. That match that we're talking about, USC UCLA. Oof, the stakes are high. It's always high when you play that crosstown showdown, but this one means even more. 8 p.m. You can watch it on Pac-12 Network. I know I will be on Friday night. Good luck, Croix. Beat those Bruins. That's what we do around here. All right, we got a soccer dad coming up next. I mentioned Simone Jackson. We couldn't book her, but we got her father, John Jackson. He's coming up next on Trojans Live.